If you've ever frozen mid-session because the party grabbed the one random person you didn't prep, this is for you. Because the goal isn't to write a character. The goal is to make an NPC the players can actually use. I'm going to give you a fast, table-ready NPC generator that fits on an index card. They'll give you the name, what they want, and leverage. You'll get someone memorable in about 30 seconds, maybe 60. And more importantly, someone who nudges the game forward instead of stalling it. Now, there's a trap. We think an NPC needs lore, a backstory, a whole little novelette. At the table, that's not what the players grab onto. Players latch onto a few practical things. Who are you? Your name, or what are we calling you? What do you want from us? And what can you do for us, or conversely, to us? Most random NPC problems happen because we generate the wrong details first. We roll hair color, eye color, shoe size. I mean, we still don't know what the NPC is doing at scene. So we start where play lives. The NPC's wants and the handle the table will remember. And the leverage that makes that choice matter. So, 3 steps. Clean and quick. Hopefully simple. Step 1. Name. Fast handle, not necessarily a perfect name. You don't need some brilliant name. You need a handle that your players can hold on to. So, in most cases, I would suggest using a 3-part handle. And what do I mean? Their title, their job, right now, their personal actual name, and a tag. Because title and tag will carry you even if you blank on a personal name. So, for example, I don't know, Captain Jimmy the Hookhand, or Sister, no, gotta be Agatha, right? Agatha of the Ashes, or old Bobby Bottle Eye. These things your players will latch onto. And just so you know, I'm leaving the personal name blank for you to fill from your own name list. So when you look at the index card procedure in the pinned comments, there won't be a proper name list. And that can depend on your campaign, and maybe you have different names for the different races. That's fine. You take care of that part. Either make it up, make up your own list. The card still works because title and tag do the heavy lifting. The next step is the want, or the push. The NPC doesn't exist just to be there, they exist to want something. So pick a request, a demand, a warning, or a deal. If you can say their want in one sentence, you're set. Next step is leverage. Okay, leverage is the part that makes the decision stick. It's why the party can't just shrug and walk away with 0 consequences. Leverage can be access, like keys, introductions, a safe package, or information, maps, rumors, schedules, names, resources, ability to find hirelings, gear, coin, healing, transport, or consequences, right? Law, muscle, curses, reputation problems. That's all the leverage aspect. And now there's an optional step if you need it. I like it myself. Quirks. One visible thing, right? One habit or one table hook. Not a personality essay, just something the players will remember. Now, for you to remember, refer to the pinned comments for the actual tables. But I'm going to give you an example as if I was running the tables right now. Let's see what it looks like at the game table. The party is in town. They're asking questions, and they corner a uniform type that was near the docks, and I didn't prep for. Well, I roll fast. Title: Captain. Tag: Bell chain. Want: deliver this without opening it. Leverage: they control the gate, ferry, bridge, something, and their optional quirk is keep checking the door. So I introduce him like this: Captain Thomas Bellchain. He keeps looking over his shoulder like he's expecting company. He says, take this package across the river. Don't open it. Bring me the receipt token. And he adds, real calm, if you want that ferry after sundown, you'll do this. See, now you've got a handle the table will remember, bell chain, a clear job, deliver, don't open, a pressure point, ferry control after sundown, and a built-in complication. Why is he watching the door? And the party has real choices tonight. Do it and get access, refuse and lose the ferry, open it and gamble that they don't get in trouble, or worse, tail him, threaten him, bargain higher. That's an NPC doing work. That's what you want. Now, we are dealing with players, so a few things can go sideways. What the NPCs want is mushy. If you hear yourself saying they want help, stop. You got to sharpen it. Okay? Make it something the players can do today. Deliver something, find something, bribe, lie, escort, steal, warn. It should be actionable. Another problem: leverage that doesn't move the needle. If the leverage is they have a sword, nobody gives up. Nobody cares. Because everybody has a sword, including the players. Leverage should hit where the party lives. Complication with time or access or safety or reputation or treasure or survival. What about if the NPC turns into a grand quest giver? You don't want that. Keep what they can do local. Keep it believable. They're not handing out prophecy. They're handing out trouble, opportunity, consequence. They're handing out game opportunities. Another issue: players try to bypass the NPC with violence immediately, and I'm smiling because I've seen this, and I'll be honest with you, I've probably been on the other side of this on an occasion or two. And that's fine, right? That's why leverage matters. If the party can stab every NPC without any fallout, your town has no teeth. Make the leverage real. Maybe the ferry stops running for them. Maybe the wrong people hear about it. Maybe the next door closes before it even opens. And this is one that I know I've been guilty of. You made them too weird. One quirk is plenty. If you stack quirks, your NPCs turn to cartoons. And players stop treating the world like it's solid. Personal experience. So, here's my actual table habit. I write the NPC's handle on an index card and I put it on the table, not for the players to see, but just the handle, the want, and the leverage, not a paragraph. If the players come back later and I've forgotten details, no sweat, right? I can look at the card and the NPC snaps back to focus because everything regarding them that I need to draw that memory is all there. So the whole thing is name and handle so the table can grab them. A want so the scene has direction, and leverage so choices have weight. If you want NPCs where players will remember, don't start with a biography. Start with what they want and what they can do about it. If you enjoy this, subscribe. If you want, copy the index card tables from the pinned comment, print them, keep them behind your screen, because I think you'll use it more than you think. Thank you, and God bless.